Good afternoon, students, faculty, staff, alumni, friends, and honored guests. Welcome to California State University, Monterey Bay on this historic afternoon as we invest Dr. Vanya Quiñones as the fourth president in the university's history. Before today's ceremony, I would like to remind members of the audience to turn off all cell phones and other electronic devices. The event will be video recorded, and we ask that there be no photography during the proceedings. In case of emergency, please follow instructions from our staff. Emergency exits are located to the left, right, and rear of the auditorium. Do not come onto the stage. We have interpreters for those who are deaf and hard of hearing so that everyone may enjoy the ceremony. Our interpreters Sharon Solo and Jonathan Salva are standing in the front right side of the stage. Providing the music for today's ceremony is the John Wineglass Trio, led by Music and Performing Arts Assistant Professor John Wineglass. Please take your seats as we will begin shortly. We ask that everyone please stay seated as the processional enters the theater to One Love, written by Bob Marley and the Wailers and performed today by the John Wineglass Trio, including Jeff Jones, Music and Performing Arts Chair, on the steel drums, and the CSUMB Student Choir, conducted by Carlos Tatres, a Music and Performing Arts lecturer. The processional is led today by Dr. Sam Robinson, Chair of the Academic Senate, and Associate Professor and Department Chair for Humanities and Communications.
Good afternoon. It is my true honor and pleasure to welcome everyone to the investiture ceremony of Dr. Vanya Quiñones as the 4th President of the California State University, Monterey Bay. I would like to begin our celebration by introducing Canyon Coyote Woman of the Coston-Owen, Ohlone, Mutsun, and Chumash tribes, who will sing a Native American song and offer the CSU Monterey Bay land acknowledgement. Canyon?
Mishmin Tuhis, Conrakat Canyon, Coyote Woman, Sarah's Roots. I come from Indian Canyon Nation, and part of Indigenous protocol is by becoming familiar with the Indigenous peoples and histories of the spaces and places that we live on. As a cultural representative of Indian Canyon Nation, I come from a territory a tiny bit north of here, and it's important that we acknowledge the peoples of this land right here. So I invite you to say these words with me. Can I hear you say Rumsian? Can I hear you say Esalen? These are the first peoples and the first languages of this land, and there are numerous tribes that are present and very active in their ancestral homelands. Indigenous peoples are the first stewards, land managers, tenders, and just ancestors in training of their homelands. And as Indigenous peoples who are still here, let us all respect Indigenous protocol wherever we go. May we honor the land, the history, and how it is we came here to be in community together. Part of culture sharing and Indigenous protocol is by honoring our ancestors. My mother taught me, and her mother taught her, that when song, ceremony, and dancing stops, so does the earth. I too believe that, so I would like to offer a grandmother song to honor our grandmothers, their grandmothers, and in all Mother Earth. For without them and without her, we would not be here. We share this time and space together for a reason, so it's with that humility, that gratitude, that present-mindedness that I offer this song here in this space. I will use my medicine, which is not just medicine to make our bodies well, but medicine of music, medicine of the land, medicine of the natural and cultural resources of this place to offer here with you. And at the end of our songs, we say, oh, so can I hear a collective oh in 3, 2, 1, oh. All right, so what are we gonna do at the end of my song? Oh. All right, thank you, that's a little culture sharing. You meet any California natives? Say oh at the end of a prayer, they'll be like, oh, you met somebody. So this is Canyon's grandmother song. Moi moi o kawan, oh moi moi o ko, moi moi na ho, moi moi o ko, moi moi o ne ai o konale, moi moi ai o konale, moi moi o kawan. So welcome to Rumsian, Esalen, Ohlone territory, and may we all consider how we are all ancestors in training by being good community members, good stewards of the land, and good visitors and good guests if we are not on our ancestral homelands. It's so very important that we honor truth and history and come together in community to honor all of our indigenous lineages from all of the land of our ancestors. So may we be here in a good way, may we be good stewards, and be in community together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Canyon. I am Wenda Fong, and I have the distinct honor and privilege of being the chair of the Board of Trustees for the California State University. Now, allow me to introduce the Seaside High School Junior ROTC Color Guard, who will present the colors. Please rise as the colors are presented and remain standing for the national anthem. I would also like to introduce Rosa Azul, a mariachi band, to perform the national anthem. You may be seated now. And everyone, let's thank the Rosa Azul for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. Now, in celebration of the diverse people who make up our campus and our state, I am honored and delighted to invite students on stage to welcome you in their native languages. You will find their names in the online version of the program, which will be available after the investiture. Students?
Rose para Dr. Quiñones. Sarmoya Kharazi, Nomima Nagesa Aziz Port, Madame Batab Psychology Econom, Hashaka. French. Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue à la cérémonie d'investiture à Dr. Quiñones. Je m'appelle Alexis Brual, j'étudie Humanities Communication. Merci.
Great. Kalispera. Terosa diste sto director Quiñones de la T. Toanoma mo ine neven. Okay? Podasso psychology. Okay, music. Acaristo.
Italian. Buonasera. Benvenuti a tutti e congratulazioni alla lettrice professora Quiñones. Mi chiamo Amaya Norwood e io studio Visual and Public Art. Grazie.
Japanese. 本日は金ヨネス学長の任官式においでくださり誠にありがとうございます。私は Alyssa Powell です。専攻は Japanese Language and Culture です。ありがとうございます。
Korean. 안녕하세요. 퀴녀네 박사님의 취임식에 오신 여러분을 진심으로 환영합니다. 저는 Cinematic Art and Technology에 재학 중인 이지성이라고 합니다.
Mandarin，大家下午好，欢迎大家来到 Quiñones 博士的就职典礼。我的名字叫 Kathy Tong， 我的专业是 Communication。
Spanish. Muy buenas tardes, sean bienvenidos y bienvenidas a la ceremonia de investidura presidencial de la doctora Quiñones. Mi nombre es Catherine Moss y mi especialidad es Spanish Language and Hispanic Cultures.
Tagalog, maligayang padating sa inyong lahat sa investidura ni Dr. Quiñones. Ako si Chelsea Carres at nag-aaral ako ng psychology.
Thank you so much, students, for showcasing your cultures and beautiful languages for us. Today's investiture marks a momentous occasion for the California State University, Monterey Bay, and for the CSU system as a whole. I am absolutely thrilled to see so many of you here to help us celebrate, and I am honored to offer official greetings on behalf of the California State University Board of Trustees. As the governing board of the nation's largest, most diverse, and most consequential four-year university system, our trustees share the pride that the faculty, staff, students, alumni, and community of CSU Monterey Bay feel toward this exceptional university. We have watched this campus grow from a visionary idea in the early 1990s to a premier, comprehensive public university that serves as a vibrant educational and cultural hub that drives the economy of the Monterey Bay region. Under the leadership of Dr. Vanya Quiñones, CSU Monterey Bay will continue to expand equitable access to higher education, align university programs with workforce needs, and enhance the quality of life for residents of all backgrounds along the Monterey Peninsula, the Salinas Valley, and beyond. Dr. Quiñones brings with her an impressive resume as a researcher, a teacher, and a mentor, as well as a warm and effervescent personality, enthusiasm, and determination. She has proven herself as a compassionate, strategic, and effective leader at public and private institutions on the East Coast prior to her personal and professional journey west. As trustees, we look forward to working closely with Dr. Quiñones and helping Cal State Monterey Bay continue to expand in size, reputation, and influence. We are proud of what it has been accomplished so far, and we are excited about what this campus will become. And we offer Dr. Quiñones our unequivocal endorsement, sincere congratulations, and our very best wishes for enduring success. On this historic occasion, I would like to recognize several of the distinguished guests who have joined us for today's ceremony. Please rise when you are introduced, and for those of you in the audience, I ask that you please hold your applause until all are introduced. To begin, I would like to first introduce the Interim Chancellor of the California State University System, Jolene Kester. Next, please welcome our distinguished special guest speaker, who will be more fully introduced later in our program, Pace University President Marvin Krisloff. Thank you for joining us. Now, in alphabetical order, I would like to introduce the CSU presidents and other educational leaders who join us on the platform. Would you please rise as your name is called and remain standing until all are introduced? Larry Adamson, Trustee, California State University. Diana Aguilar-Cruz, Trustee, California State University. Sylvia Alva, Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic and Student Affairs, California State University. Pedro Avila, President, Gavlan College. Erica Beck, President, California State University, Northridge. Thomas Cropper, President, California State University Maritime Academy. Adela Delatorre, President, San Diego State University. Jean Furstenberg, Trustee, California State University. Michael Gutierrez, President, Hartnell College. Tom Jackson Jr., President, California State Polytechnic University, Humboldt. Saul Jimenez Sandoval, President, California State University, Fresno. Ellen Jun, President, California State University, Stanislaus. Maria Linares, Trustee, California State University. Julia Lopez, Trustee, California State University. Lynn Mahoney, President, San Francisco State University. Ellen Neufeld, President, California State University, San Marcos. Steve Relier, Executive Vice Chancellor and Chief Financial Officer, California State University. Romy Sabalius, Trustee, California State University. Cynthia Teniente Matson, President, San Jose State University. Fram Vergy, President, California State University, Fullerton. Matt Wetstein, President, Cabrillo College. Richard Yao, President, California State University, Channel Islands. Mark Zakovic, Interim President, Monterey Peninsula College. And Lynette Zalesny, President, California State University, Bakersfield. Thank you to all for joining us. You may be seated. Now, I will introduce members of President Quiñones' senior leadership team. Please rise as your name is called. Catherine Kontarchev, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Glenn Nelson, Vice President for Administration and Finance. John Friday, Interim Vice President of Student Affairs. Barbara Zappas, Vice President of University Advancement and CEO of the Foundation of CSU Monterey Bay. Brian Korpenning, Associate Vice President for Inclusive Excellence and Chief Diversity Officer, and Chip Leno, Chief Information Officer. Thank you to the senior leadership team. You may all be seated. Now it is truly my personal delight to recognize the members of Dr. Quiñones' family in the audience today. Would you please stand? So thank you, everyone. And now, audience, please join me in welcoming all of our distinguished guests. And on behalf of Dr. Quiñones, our deep appreciation and thanks go to the students, faculty, staff, alumni, community, and special guests who have made time to be a part of this exceptional celebration today. Now we will recognize a number of individuals who will provide official greetings on this historic occasion. I would first like to invite Provost Catherine Kontarchev, who will offer greetings on behalf of the President's Cabinet.
Good afternoon, everyone. Dr. Quiñones, Interim Chancellor Kester, Chair Fong, honored guests, distinguished community members, and my CSU Monterey Bay colleagues, it is my great pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of the leadership team and everyone in academic affairs. As Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, I've had the opportunity to work closely with our new president, and I can share with you that she brings a tremendous energy with her and a vision that will move our campus forward. In all of our conversations, whether one-on-one or with fellow cabinet members, she has an unwavering passion and focus on our students. And I know that her commitment to students serves as a guiding principle as we look for ways to enhance our campus community and to connect with university partners throughout the region that we serve. Vanya, it is an honor to work with you. The Otter Raft is strong, and we look forward to what the future holds for CSU Monterey Bay.
Thank you, Provost Kontarchev. Now I invite Sam Robinson, the Academic Senate Chair, who will offer greetings on behalf of the faculty. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chair Fong. Dr. Quiñones, on behalf of the faculty, I formally welcome you to CSUMB. Since she joined us over the summer, President Quiñones has made efforts to connect with faculty, participate in Academic Senate, and has opened up University House for a variety of events. We hope to see a continuation of this community-building effort. We look forward to working with Dr. Quiñones to foster a dynamic and innovative community that stimulates academic growth for both our students and faculty. Collaboration is a central part of the campus culture here at CSUMB. Our students learn to collaborate to solve problems and to prepare themselves for the issues and challenges they face after they graduate. Similarly, our faculty welcomes the opportunity to work collaboratively with the administration to make this an even stronger community of learning. President Quiñones, the faculty welcomes you and wishes you the most productive and positive presidency.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Dr. Robinson. It's now my pleasure to introduce Damian Flores, an employee with the Facilities Department, to offer greetings on behalf of the staff. You have a fan club.
Thank you, everyone. So, good afternoon, everyone. So, my name is Damian Flores. For most of you that don't know me, I'm a laborer here at CSUMB, who sets up events, department moves, and helps maintain the campus, helps families by giving them directions, and helps students move in to get them comfortable. But also, I'm a staff member, a coworker, a steward, a friend, and to some, considered family. So it's a great honor to be considered to represent staff, especially for someone in my position to represent those laborers and facilities before me that worked my position here for 15 plus years. So when we all heard we will have a new president, all of us were waiting to see what she will be like. Right away, Vanya's appreciation and recognition of those like me showed. We helped her get settled into her now new life, new campus, new office, and new home here in Monterey Bay. Right away, she threw us an appreciation lunch at her house, showing gratitude, and did events at her house for the campus community. I saw her at a student move-ins, talking to students. I saw her attend sporting events for the student athletes, showing support. Also, I approached her about professional development to help us grow from within, showing investment. Right away, she showed me what she was about and what she represents and what she wanted to accomplish here to put her imprint to make this campus a success. So even though our titles are different, me being a staff member and her being a university president, our visions and work ethics are the same. We work and provide what's needed for our staff and faculty. She works and provides for staff and faculty needs. We are all here to make CSUMB greater and the best experience for our students, and she's here to make CSUMB greater and the best learning and developing experience for our students. No matter the titles, we are all here as one to make it the best university on the side of the coast. This is why we all work hard for our students and each other here, to represent our students, to give them the best we can through their journey here at CSUMB. So I truly do believe that's what Vanya's goals, work ethic, and drive is about. It is my honor and pleasure on behalf of staff and CSUMB to welcome our fourth president, Dr. Vanya Quiñones. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Flores, for your wonderful, heartfelt remarks. Next, it is my pleasure to introduce the Cal State Monterey Bay Foundation Chair, Dr. Betty Saxon. Betty and I actually served together on the Presidential Search Committee for Dr. Vanya Quiñones. Betty.
I want you to know this is probably one of the greatest honors I've had to experience. So before I get too emotional, I'm going to stick to the script, okay? Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Cal State Monterey Bay Foundation Board, I'd like to welcome you and thank you for celebrating in this great auspicious day. President Quiñones, we welcome you. And by the way, I should have moved my tab, so I'm going to stick with that. And Interim Chancellor Kester, we are honored to have you as our guest today. I have had the opportunity to see our president interact with various community members and to see that loving compassion that goes out when she meets everyone. And of course, she immediately says, "Please call me Vanya." And it's also very rewarding to see how the community is so receptive of you. So in this day, in this moment, and in this time, you're to be the president. So on behalf of, on behalf of the Cal State Monterey Bay Foundation Board, I want to thank you for the opportunity, and we welcome you as our new president. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Betty. And now, please welcome David Ledesma, Associated Students President, to offer a welcome on behalf of the CSU Monterey Bay students. David.
Good afternoon, Dr. Quiñones, Chancellor Kester, Chair Fong, and distinguished guests. As President of the Associated Students, I'm honored to be here with you this afternoon at the investiture of the fourth President of California State University, Monterey Bay. The university is facing a promising era of change. Not only do we welcome a new president whose commitment to the university is unparalleled, but the campus itself is poised for a number of transformations that will mark California State University, Monterey Bay as a premier institution of higher education in the region and across the state. Students that attend our university come in with the expectation of a high-quality education that will prepare them for the job market and foster their growth as leaders in their communities. We are a catalyst for social change and upward social mobility. I have great faith in Dr. Quiñones, who in 6 months has already demonstrated excellent leadership, true investment in the student body, and the traits needed to transform the university as we seek to expand amidst challenges at the community, campus, and statewide levels. Under her leadership, there's only room for further growth and expansion, and in her leadership, I can see the deeply rooted desire to serve the diverse needs of our community of students, staff, and faculty. She cares for the success of the students and is committed to the enhancement of the student experience. I believe that the university has the best leader to serve for years to come. From the entire student body, I offer sincere congratulations to Dr. Quiñones, the best of luck, and my deeply rooted faith in her leadership.
Thank you. You did a great job. Thank you so much, David. Now please welcome Mac Clemens from the class of 2005, who will offer a welcome on behalf of the CSU Monterey Bay alumni.
Good afternoon, President Quiñones, distinguished guests, alumni, and students of California State University, Monterey Bay. I stand before you today, humbled and honored to be here to welcome a new president on behalf of the Alumni Association. You know, I was one of the first students to walk the halls of CSUMB, and now to see how far we have come is truly inspiring. As an alumni, I have the unique privilege of looking back and reflecting on the impact this university has had on my life and on so many others. From the moment I set foot on this campus, I felt its warmth and care. CSUMB has always been a place where students are encouraged to flourish and grow, where the emphasis is on building those relationships and making a positive impact on the world. It was here that I found the support I personally needed to overcome my struggles and reach my full potential. It is this legacy of care and support that has made CSUMB a leader in service learning, socially responsible technology, and cultural competence. Our graduates are known not only for their technical skills, but also for their empathy and their awareness of the impact of technology on society. President Quiñones, I call on you to continue this legacy, to ensure that our students have the tools and the skills they need in an ever-changing world, but also to keep the focus on using technology for the greater good. Let us continue to lead the way in the responsible application of knowledge in making a positive impact on the world. On behalf of the Alumni Association and the entire campus community, I extend a Vanya-level warm welcome to you. And I thank you for bravely accepting the challenge of being president, not the easiest job, but one that you embrace with open arms. We are eager to see the great things you will do here at CSUMB, and welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mac, for your wonderful remarks. It was a testimony to the CSU Monterey Bay. And we're so fortunate to have you as one of our 4 million alums. Now I would just like to thank every one of our speakers, our greeters, for their remarkable welcome remarks. If you would please join me in thanking them again. Now, I am pleased to welcome the John Wineglass Jazz Trio and the CSUMB Student Choir Ensemble to sing "This Girl is on Fire."
She's just a girl and she's on fire, hotter than the fantasy, rolling like a highway. She's living in a world and it's on fire, feeling a catastrophe, but she knows she can fly it away. Oh, she got both feet on the ground and she's bringing it down. Oh, so bright she can burn your eyes. Better look the other way. You can try, but you never forget her name. She's on top of the world, hottest of the hottest girls. Say, oh, we got our feet on the ground and we're burning it down. Oh, got our head in the clouds and we're not coming down. This girl is on fire, fire, fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire, fire. This girl is on fire. Oh, everybody says that she goes by, just look into the flame that's in her eyes. Watch her as she's lighting up the night. Nobody knows that she's a lonely girl, and it's a lonely world. Is she gonna let it burn, baby, burn, baby? This girl is on fire, fire, fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire, fire. This girl is on fire.
What a perfect song to celebrate today. You have to know I worked with Alicia Keys. I did American Idol. This girl is on fire! And she's ours. Now, it is my wonderful honor to introduce San Francisco State University President Lynn Mahoney to offer a welcome on behalf of the presidents of the California State University system.
Of the many acts I've had to follow, boy, this may be the worst. It is an honor and a pleasure to be here today. On behalf of the CSU presidents, I offer a warm welcome to Dr. Quiñones, to her family and friends, Interim Chancellor Kester, CSU Board of Trustees Chair Wenda Fong, honored guests, and the many, many distinguished members of the Cal State Monterey Bay family. Today, we celebrate the installation of Vanya Quiñones as the 4th president of Monterey Bay, of Cal State University Monterey Bay. Her passion for this community was evident from the day she arrived last summer, and her commitment to educational equity and the transformative power of higher education is well reflected in her more than 2 decades of service to the City University of New York and Pace University. As we negotiate the challenges and changes facing higher education, the state, and the region, especially following the COVID-19 pandemic, Dr. Quiñones' experience will serve this university and the CSU very well, and she will continue the proud history of academic excellence and community service that this university represents. Cal State Monterey Bay, you have great things ahead of you. Personally, it has been a great pleasure to get to know Vanya. We're not sure how we have never met before, We're both proud alumni of Rutgers University, the State University of New York, having earned our doctorates there at roughly the same time. We lived not far apart for years in Westchester County. In fact, the Unitarian Universalist church I attended was not far from her home. I think I've driven past her home. And we narrowly missed one another when her son enrolled at SUNY Purchase just weeks after I left for the CSU. I am profoundly glad that our paths did not just cross this time, but rather we have very quickly become valued colleagues and friends. I feel a sister from another mother, you know, as they say where I am. I'm from New York. President Quiñones, welcome to the CSU. And on behalf of our CSU presidential colleagues, congratulations and well wishes to you and the remarkable CSUMB community as you work together in service to the students and the regions. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, President Mahoney. We now have a very special guest with us today to share some remarks about Dr. Quiñones. Please join me in welcoming Pace University President Marvin Krisloff to share some well wishes.
Thank you, Chair Fong, for that welcome. What a great day. What a great day. And I am sure that not only is this girl on fire, but with her leadership, you will continue to be on fire and grow even better and stronger. Congratulations to everyone here. Faculty, staff, students, trustees, civic leaders, honored guests, it is my great honor and pleasure to be here today to celebrate the investiture of my friend and colleague, Dr. Vanya Quiñones, as the 4th president of California State University, Monterey Bay. When I became president of Pace University 5.5 years ago, one of the most consequential tasks awaiting me was selecting a new provost from our university. We conducted a national search, as you do for these jobs, and the committee identified 3 finalists. And it was abundantly clear to me and to all of us that one of them, found in our own backyard of New York, was the ideal person for the job. What was obvious from the first time I met her, and what remains so obvious to anyone who meets her today, is that Vanya is an extraordinary leader. She is an accomplished academic. She is a talented administrator. She is a collaborative, caring colleague. And perhaps most important, Vanya cares deeply and passionately for students, for all our students, and especially for those students who might need someone to look out for them. Vanya knows how important that support is because she did not have an easy path. As she has often said, the farther she advanced in her academic career, the more she found herself in labs and classrooms where no one else looked like her. She knows how tough that can be, and she also knows, because she has done it, how motivated students with the right support can surmount any challenge. I know that Vanya can balance budgets because I watched her do it. I know that Vanya can manage a crisis because I relied on her. Our entire university relied on her through the pandemic. And I know that more than anything else, Vanya Quiñones is committed to student success. She brought that combination of skills, that vision, and compassion to her work at Pace. And I know that is what she will bring to this campus. Now, Vanya can be goofy. If you don't know this already, you soon will. She loves a joke and a laugh. She would join me for cafeteria karaoke with our students, and neither of us can sing very well, to be clear. And she, of course, charmed everyone. She loves a texted emoji, or a series of emojis, or a really good GIF. And she loves to send wonderful, fun, warm messages, especially when you need them. But the thing is, and she would never say this, I think that Vanya's goofiness serves a strategic purpose. Vanya makes people comfortable. She disarms people. She brings them together because she knows that working together is how you get results. At PACE, we have 3 different campuses, 6 colleges and schools. Vanya was always determined to bring us together, to build connections, to build community. We used a slogan once, one strong PACE, and she was forever committed to it. Vanya was determined that we would be one strong PACE. Here at Cal State Monterey Bay, I know she will do the same thing. Vanya will bring people together. She will bring everyone along. Where some may see challenges, she will see those opportunities. Where some see struggles, she will see a path to success. She knows it takes a whole campus and a whole community to do that. She knows that you build your stronger future together. Vanya, my deepest and sincerest congratulations. Cal State Monterey Bay, get ready. Congratulations. I know there is a strong future ahead.
Thank you so much, President Krizlov, for those wonderful, heartfelt words about President Quiñones. You really have captured her so beautifully in your remarks. And again, all I can say is she's ours now. Before we move on to the formal ceremony, please join me in welcoming Nahua Mana to perform a hula dance for us. We are pleased to have them with us today to celebrate the diversity of the Tri-County region and as a reminder that these young people are the future of CSUMB. Thank you so much, Nahu Amana, for that beautiful performance. I think you'll all agree that I think we see some future CSU Monterey Otters in that group. Now we have a very special message from some people who are very near and dear to Dr. Quiñones, who are unable to attend in person today. But we have a special message from them.
Hola Vanya, que Dios y la Virgen te cuiden. Estamos aquí reunidos los pavos que quedamos vivos para decirte que te queremos mucho y que deseamos lo mejor para ti. Sabes que Puerto Rico es tu cuna y esta es tu familia.
Yo me atrevo a decir que toda la familia estamos orgullosa de ella y que cuando está en algo lo hace bien. Y estoy seguro que la universidad se va a sentir también orgullosa de tener a Vanya allí, porque Vanya los va a hacer quedar bien.
Tu forma de ser consistente, te ha llevado al éxito. Yo me siento sumamente orgulloso de ser tu tío.
Nunca te olvidamos, siempre en esta casa te nombramos todos los días. Que Dios te bendiga.
Así que espero que tenga éxito y te felicito de corazón. Y siempre le digo a Anita que tú estás en las mayores, jugando en las mayores. Te felicito.
We are absolutely thrilled and moved to have had that personal blessing from Dr. Quiñones' mother, Nilda Quiñones, and from her uncles, Jose Maldonado and Yanni Maldonado. Again, let's... And the only person who could possibly follow that today, please welcome to the podium, the California State University Interim Chancellor, Jolene Kester.
Good afternoon, all of you at California State University, Monterey Bay. I want to give a special thank you to Vanya's mother, Nelda, and to those two uncles, because while they're not with us actually today, they will be able to see the record of this particular investiture. So don't you agree with me that Nelda and those two uncles really did a great job of raising that woman? So one of the things that an interim chancellor does is learn about the president's idiosyncrasies who work with me. And one of the things that I've learned about President Quiñones is that among the many plaques and trinkets and family photos that decorate her office, Vanya keeps a picture of a cow. Not just any cow, mind you. This is a very special cow. The cow's name is Daisy. Daisy is a fine specimen who lives on Vanya's uncle's dairy farm in Puerto Rico. Now, Vanya says to others that she likes to look at the photo every now and then because, first of all, it's calming. Other presidents, remember that. I'm going to get a picture of a cow, too. This blissful bovine clearly doesn't have a care in the world. And two, there's a story. She's evidently a pretty darn fabulous, famous cow. But there's more to it than calming. That photo, Vanya says, grounds her in memories of her family, of her proud heritage. It reminds her of her personal and professional journey. The cow reminds her of her enduring core values that have coalesced to make her exactly the right president to serve as the fourth president of this university. Vanya, and we've heard from others, as she likes us to call her, was born in Arecibo, which is a small beach town in Puerto Rico, where she subsequently spent her summers on her grandparents' farm. Vanya was raised to understand and appreciate the values of family, of faith, of pride, and also of the paramount importance of working together for the good of the farm. No farm survives without all working together, all, no matter one's age, no matter one's station. Her family also instilled in the bright and inquisitive Vanya, and we've heard about that already today, a deep regard for education. So she jumped at the opportunity to attend the University of Puerto Rico. She earned both a bachelor's and a master's degree there, as well as eventually a Ph.D. from Rutgers. Dr. Quiñones went on to become a renowned neurobiologist, a biopsychologist and researcher. And she was one of the only females, one of the only women of color in the field of neuroscience. As a pioneer in studying, yes, it's worthy of applause, everyone. As a pioneer in studying gender differences in human brains at New York's Rockefeller University, she insisted, goodness, that women be included in any research. Little did she know that her inherent curiosity and recognition of differences as human, that her regard for the great discoveries and opportunities that come from diversity, and her uncompromising standard for equity and inclusion would ultimately lead her here into the world of higher education, where for the past 2 decades she has lived out her dream and mission of helping students from all backgrounds who are different. She has allowed students to pursue their own dreams and come to see their differences as superpowers. It is in this world that she once again found family, proudly, here, leading this exceptional university, a jewel of the Central Coast that has utterly transformed an aging Army base into a vibrant, vital, and growing campus with more than 750 world-class faculty and staff and more than 7,000 diverse and talented students. Half of Monterey Bay's students are like Dr. Quiñones, Latinx, and more than half are women. Since she joined this university in August, Vanya has set out to hear from every last otter, reflecting her deeply instilled understanding that each of us is important to the good of the farm. She has launched her service with a 100-day listening tour talking with students, conferring with faculty and staff, meeting with community leaders, cheering from the stands in the students section, of course, for every sports team. To strengthen campus spirit and pride, she even created and joined students in a fun, new annual tradition, the Otter Plunge into the Pacific. Those who describe her, who have met her, see her as warm, although maybe not after that plunge, but personable, refreshing, and heartfelt. Those traits support her strategy that the vision of this university will not come from the president, she has said, but our priorities will come from all of us. Indeed, rather than arriving on this campus with a long list of goals, Dr. Quiñones is one of those rare leaders with humility and the grace and wisdom to honor and elevate Monterey Bay's unique strengths. She wants to join all of you in doubling down on Monterey Bay's noble mission, which is to remove barriers, to nurture belonging and engagement, to enrich Monterey Bay's extraordinary student experiences through internships and service learning, to partner with local industry to meet the region's unique workforce needs. Those workforce needs in multiple segments: marine science, healthcare, agriculture, supply chain distribution, and more. She wants to join with you to support every student in achieving academic and career success. And above all, to be transformational, to be an institution of higher education whose impact has, can, and will be felt nationwide. Now, these are lofty and weighty ambitions. We've heard from those who have met her. We've heard from those from her past that she will be able to achieve that with all of you, with your support and engagement, and let's just also acknowledge that occasional appreciative glance at Daisy the cow. I have no doubt that Dr. Quiñones will lead CSU Monterey Bay, her university, your university, our university, to new heights. Now, I get to come to the best part of this ceremony. I've relayed today how important family is to Vanya. So it's only fitting that I ask Vanya's family and Train family, friends from New York, to please join us center stage. Please, will you come to the stage? Vanya, would you please stand with your family? Vanya's been worried that her brother would do some kind of a trick. So I'm not going to get in the middle of this sibling discussion. It is with great pleasure that with the authority granted to me by the trustees of the California State University, I hereby invest you, Dr. Vanya Quiñones, with the office of President of California State University, Monterey Bay, with all of the honors, all of the privileges, and most importantly, all of the authority, responsibilities, and accountability pertaining thereto.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you President Vanya Quiñones, the fourth president of the California State University, Monterey Bay.
Thank you, guys. I do have a picture of a cow in my office. That really makes me weird, I think. So I have been called a workaholic by some. And it feels today a bit like I'm getting married to my job, which is a dream. But I have to promise to all of you, I don't have cold feet today. And I don't have any doubt that this is where I have to be. So although I did consider eloping, Jolene knows that. I called her, say I want to elope. Interim Chancellor Koser, Chair Fong, CSU trustees, my dear, dear CSU presidents, community colleges presidents, my fellow authors, thank you for being here today to celebrate a milestone in our history of Cal State Monterey Bay. Thank you to all the campus speakers who shared lovely thoughts today. And special thanks to President Chris Love from Pace University to being here with us. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you to all our federal and local and state officials for support of education. Thank you as well to our donors of the university who are here today. You're pivotal to help our students building our campus and ensuring that we have partnerships in the community. Donors and elected officials, you have my gratitude for everything you do for us. You continue to support, and your generosity will be lasting legacy of kindness for the students and graduates. You're truly inspiring. Now, you met a lot of the people that are very dear to my heart. My sister Nilda, my brother Hugo, my train family means that we commute together in the train and we became a family. Rudy, Beverly, Brendan, Janice, my cousin Rosemary, my niece Crisia, my son Jason, my dear friend Rita, and one special guest, Dean Horst Anderson from the law school at Pace University. Two of my children, Emily and Hugo, couldn't be here today. So thank you, all of you, for being here. The journey to this moment has been long coming. And it started with my grandmother, Basilisa Torres Maldonado. She knew what she wanted in life, and she went for it. She wanted her kids to have a different life, not on the farm, but in a big city. And she did something crazy at that time. She went away to college, 2 hours or 3 hours away from her town, in the 1930s. It was unheard of for a woman to do that. But my grandmother became a teacher, and she wrote poetry, and she raised a family, and she supported my grandfather to run his farm. My grandparents, as it was said before, own a farm in Arecibo. and I spent summers and weekends with them. And on the farm, they planted seeds, they tended the soil, and they waited with patience for the harvest. My grandmother treated education the same way. With cultivation, with care, she planted the desire to learn in her children. You met some of them. Tío Jose, he's an engineer and associate director of Arecibo Cornell University Observatory in Puerto Rico. My other uncle, the one with the cool glasses, he earned a law degree, became a senator, and then a judge. My mother, she started college. She was gonna go teach a math teacher. She fell in love, she married, and then she stopped going to college. Later in life, she realized that she needed a college education degree to advance her job, in her job. And I think like so many of our students, while raising me, my children, her 3 kids, she completed her bachelor degree while she was working a demanding job. It was a commitment for her future and our family that drove her. But more importantly, I learned firsthand that dreams are not easy to achieve, but they're doable with very hard work. Today, my grandmother's children and their children have all graduated from college. And most of her grandkids and great-grandkids have secondary degrees, such as maxillofacial surgery, Ph.Ds, lawyers, doctors, and yes, comedian. There's one comedian on the family. But she has 3 degrees, so it's kind of okay. And though I started from humble beginnings in Puerto Rico, in a town that did not have a public library, as a granddaughter of a farmer, and a school teacher with big dreams, I have reached the pinnacle of achievement being here today a university president. And I'm sharing this story because it's not so much different from many, many, many of our students that we serve here in Monterey Bay and throughout the whole Cal State system. We are all here, every single person in the stage and in the floor. We are all here to ensure that the dreams of our students, their grandmothers, their mothers, their families are achieved. And as my family, one single member can change the trajectory of the whole generations to come. We know from our stories, every single one of us here have a story, that when one member of our family dream of a better future through education, it opens the doors for the whole family and the future generations. In my role as a president of our institution, I want to guide us to invest in each and every student dream in CSUMB and CSU. I want to ensure that our university provides opportunities for students to maximize their potential and realize their family dreams for a better future. Today I'm here because of my grandmother and my beautiful mother that you just met. I'm here, but that dream was facilitated by so many people who believe in me. Many people opened the doors for me, and I walked through them. But many people support me through my trajectory. Some people are like Marvin Krislov, Interim Kostner, Chair Fong. I have gratitude on my heart. But most of the people who helped me, their hardworking staff, their hardworking faculty, their hardworking colleagues, within the university and within the community. There are too many for me to name today, but I'm always grateful for everything they have done for me. My journey has not been easy. When I pursued my doctoral degree, as Chancellor said before, and then an associate degree from Rockefeller University, I was the only female in a lab out of 60 people. I was the only person of color in 3-4 floors. I have faced silent and not so silent racism, sexism, and so many other isms along my way. And I have worked extra hard to prove that I belong on all of these spaces, that they were not people like me. Sometimes I fought, and sometimes I still fight, imposter syndrome. But the voices of my grandmother and my mother are always here to remind me that if you believe in yourself, you could move forward. I made the decision early on in my life that it was important for me to be a role model and help others like me to achieve their dreams. My grandmother believed that you need to carefully cultivate the love of learning on others. So I have dedicated my professional life to do that, to help students. And like all of us here, I want to empower and help them to achieve their dreams, give them the opportunity to succeed, to remove barriers for graduation. And like you, I want to ensure that their path is easy, eliminating obstacles and bumps that they may face. When I confronted personal struggle, it was my education that has been key to help me to go through. My parents always say that education is the only way that you earn independence and allow time, and it will also allow you to have self-care. How right were they? Thanks to my education, I had choices when I wanted to live unhealthy jobs or unhealthy relationships. I was able to support my family when I became a single mother. Thanks to my education, I was able to ensure that I am an agent of equality and change through the education. Like my own education and career journey, CSUMB, Monterey Bay, has its own rich history inspired by dreams. Our campus started with the spark of an idea at the federal government when they decided to close Fort Ord. We owe gratitude to visionaries who make CSUMB a possibility. That includes the Secretary of State Leon Panetta, Congressman Sam Farr, and late State Senator Henry Mellon, among other local officials. They set the ground for our university. We also have to thank as well the founding faculty and staff who created a vision of a campus that embraced diversity, fosters service learning, and is invested in transforming our students. After 28 years, that's how old we are, CSUMB remains true to the founding vision and principle. In those years, we have graduated nearly 25,000 alumni, such as our wonderful alumni here. They work really hard on our region, states, and even globally. They serve physician assistants, teachers, business leaders, government employees, scientists, and so much more. As the 4th president of CSUMB, I am honored to carry on this vision for the university. But I also am ready for us to turn to the future. I want our focus to be on increasing access to our university for all students that are graduating in our region, and find new ways to partner with our community. Chancellor Koster said once, we need to look at the changing world and adapt. See, I listen to you. And I believe that we will be a stronger future together. As I think about the legacy of those who founded the university, I think back about my grandmother. She grew the roots of my family. My mother and my uncles became the strong core, a tree that supports many generations for dreaming big. Now my children's and my cousin's children's are the branches that reach out toward the sky. But as you know, some trees cannot grow alone. They need other trees to be pollinated. Our university is like an orchard where we are all nurturing and helping each other. We always will be more successful when we work together than on our own. My grandmother used to say, lo único que puedes darle para un futuro es una buena educación. That's our mission, to ensure that our students have a strong future through their education. So I thank everybody who is here to celebrate CSUMB. I'm also so honored to be a member of all this amazing team on the CSUB system and CSU system. And I'm honored to be the 4th president of this amazing institution, CSU Monterey Bay. I'm looking forward to growing our commitment to help our students to achieve their dreams. Go getters, go others. Thank you so much for being here today. My honor.
Thank you so much, President Quiñones. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful family story, your dedicated journey in higher education, and your inspirational vision for a strong, vibrant, and exciting future for this university. Once again, our heartfelt congratulations to the 4th president of the California State University at Monterey Bay. So as we look glowingly upon our 4th president of Monterey Bay, this concludes our investiture ceremony. We will continue our celebration. Immediately following this reception, we will have Monterey Taiko performing outside the University Center. Campus tours will be available on the Wave shuttle bus until 4 p.m. A reception will be held from 4 to 6 p.m. at the University Center, with doors opening at 3:30. As we close, we are going to end with a musical flourish. It is my honor to invite the John Wineclass Trio and the CSU Monterey Bay Student Choir back once more to lead us all in singing We Are the World. So again, ladies and gentlemen, the 4th president of the CSU Monterey Bay, President Vanya Quiñones.
We are the children.
So President Quiñones will lead the recessional of the platform party. We ask that the audience remain seated until they have exited the theater. Please join us outside for tours of the campus on the Wave shuttle bus and enjoy entertainment from Monterey Taiko. Again, take it away, musicians.